I mean, yeah, the mech is cool, but not so crazy about the pilot. Not a very stable figure.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another TTV Monkie Kid set review. Today, we're taking a look at set number 80025, Sandy's Power Loader Mech. The set contains approximately 520 pieces, will release in the summer of 2021, I believe July 1st, and will retail for approximately $55. So this is an interesting one, because it went about exactly as I expected it to. But first, these were sent to us by LEGO. They did send us these for the purpose of set review, so this video is sponsored. Thank you, LEGO, for sending these to us so that we could review them. We do appreciate it. However, that has no bearing on my opinion of this set. That'll be unbiased and my own. So let's go ahead and get started. So, unfortunately, I'm not a fan. I really was not super jazzed by this set. And we'll go ahead and start getting into why. First, let's talk about some of the smaller constructions. We do have these minifigures which are fairly integral to their constructions. Right here we have Huntsman. He has this kind of gun/chain hook thing. And they're not necessarily connected. This blaster does seem to have a chainsaw, so I do get Gears of War vibes from it, which is kind of funny. I do like the pieces on this guy. The hair piece is really neat, and that kind of neck fur piece is really cool as well. Over here we have Syntax, and he's in this kind of larger mech. We do have several arms for this mech, and this is a henchman of the Spider Queen, so of course there are very spider-esque things about this design. The minifigure is really cool, and he kind of sits in this mech with a bunch of different arms. One of them is a blaster, and that will fire this larger rocket. You do get two of those. We also have this crate. It has two containers of something. I don't really know what, but they're there. We do have them. So let's go ahead and jump into the main feature of this set, the Power Loader Mech. So I'll be honest. One of the things that really gets me, that I really enjoy about LEGO sets, especially from story-driven themes like Ninjago, or Nexo or Monkie Kid, or Bionicle, is their story integration. How do they fit into the story that is being delivered to us? Where is the value in this set derived from how it functions in the story? And really, there's not a whole lot of value here from a story perspective. It shows up in an episode piloted exclusively by the cat, whose name I entirely forget and will be corrected on so many times in the comments, I am sure. Regardless, there really wasn't a huge appearance for it, and Sandy never piloted this mech, which I found to be immensely disappointing. Outside of that, though, well, let's get into it. Color scheme-wise, I'm not super jazzed. I'm not a huge fan of this color scheme. The orange and white is fine on its own, the kind of creamsicle colors. However, adding in this darker blue, I don't know, there's just something about it that doesn't jive with me. I don't know what it is. I can't put it into words, but I'm not a huge fan. Overall, the build process was fine. It was totally okay. Nothing wrong with it. I did have fun, and it didn't take a whole lot of time. However, the knees here, they're not really knees. The mech is kind of short and stocky, and I mean, it's a solid mech. Overall, it's very well designed. It's just, I don't know, it's not one of my favorite mech appearances. Mechs, I'm used to them being tall and imposing, and they've got a lot of power behind them. This seems slow and sluggish and, well, meant to load crates onto boats. That's kind of the idea I get from this. It's also a little confusing. So up top, we have these ears. I guess, are they ears? Are they speakers? They look like speakers. And I know we have headlights down here. At least I believe that they're lights. But they're the same color as what I assume are speakers. It's kind of a consistency issue. I'm not really sure how to derive what these things are. Because this is supposed to sort of kind of be nautical themed. You can see he's in a shipping yard by the docks, which is kind of, it's a thing in the show. But I don't know what the motif here is. So that kind of bothers me. On the left arm, we do have, okay, so on both arms we have these shield pieces. I've said this in a video already. Stop putting stickers on spherical pieces. These circular, like, disc pieces, stop putting stickers on them. These are so ridiculously hard to line up and get just the way you want. I didn't even get them perfect. I didn't even get them the way I wanted them to. They're all bubbly and awkward, and it bothers me. I do not like stickers being placed on these round parts. There are no clear guides. It looks ever so slightly off. It just drives me up the wall. Stop doing that. I do not like it. It was not a good decision. I wish they were prints. Drives me up the wall. In any case, on the left arm, we do have this kind of large blade piece. I do believe this is a weapon design that's intrinsically Sandy's, or more specifically intrinsic to the character that Sandy's based off of from Journey to the West. It's being held by these large gripping claws, and on the elbow you can turn this gear and just spin it. I think that is really cool, and the blade is neat as well, though I do wish that it were a little larger, kind of acting more as a giant staff piece as opposed to what appears to be more of a, I don't know, almost shovel/broom-sized device. On the other arm, we do have this articulated hand. I think this is a really cool design. I like these fingers. We have all 5 fingers. In addition, it can kind of charge forward. It's kind of got a punching feature. I'm going to just extend it out like that. It's got this cool punch feature that's mainly operated by a rubber band. And that's really cool, though it is a little awkward to actually use. So it's neat, you can make a fist and pow, but it's got none of that snap that I would hope for in a punch like that. It's all dependent on you. And I don't know, its placement and its actual utilization is a little awkward. Finally, in the cockpit, that can come up and reveal the Sandy Big Fig. Fun fact, this is the first Big Fig I've ever held, owned, interacted with, period. And I mean, they're neat, I guess. They're very in style with Lego. I was never super impressed by Sandy's design. I don't know, it's just something about the color scheme. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of cool. It works for him. And what's impressive to me is that they were able to give a Big Fig a mech. So that's cool. You can kind of bring this down. I like this Technic contraption, this construction there. It works very well. All in all, I was not very impressed with this. I didn't think I was going to be terribly impressed, but it was a little worse than that, than I had anticipated. There are some fun features on the back. You do have this kind of jet booster thing that doesn't really make an appearance in the show. Kind of reminds me of Reinhardt from Overwatch. So that's neat. All the sticker placement outside of the shoulders is fine. And I do get a kick out of the cat with the sunglasses being on top and actually operating the mech. That's kind of funny. Though in the show, he's in the cockpit and not on top. So overall, I'm not impressed. I wouldn't recommend anyone pick this up unless you're just a big fan of mechs like this, or interested in a Big Fig in a mech, or really like the color scheme, or are really jazzed about Sandy and his cat. It's a good price per part ratio. It's just, it didn't wow me. It didn't impress me. There are a lot of things that I wish it had, like better articulation, better stickers, better sticker placement on pieces. It's a Big Fig, which I know aren't entirely popular with people, but I'm impressed they were able to make a mech for a Big Fig. It's sturdy, it stands well, the build is enjoyable, and the functions do work, though I feel one is a bit awkward. So this is one I think you could pass on. I think there are better Sandy sets out there. This didn't impress me, so either pass or just kind of ignore. I was not a fan of this. So, but that's just me. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Are you going to pick this up? And what do you think if you already have? So once again, thank you so very much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And again, thank you to LEGO for sending this to us. We do appreciate it. Thank you all so very much for watching these videos. These have been the end of my Monkie Kid reviews, since there are only 3 sets that have been sent to us and that are coming out, I believe, this summer. So once again, thank you so very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the comments below. Take care. Have a great day.